So something Marvel really likes to do is after a character makes their debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're like, oh, it's time to cash this in and we're going to make it into a comic book. Thus is the case of Shang Chi. So basically, last year, before the movie came out this year, he had a 5-issue miniseries. And in that 5-issue miniseries, we see him explore the secret weapon of the Hand Society, the Society of the Secret Weapon, the 5 deadly weapons of the Society. I can't remember what it's called. His father ran it. This is kind of a retcon to his father, this more ancient being who's kind of closer in line to the MCU. And then we see, okay, he's got a bunch of siblings. They run different organizations. There's like Brother Staff and Saber and Dagger and all these people. And it's kind of building up a Shang-Chi mythos in and of its own self, where it's like, we had it here. Here's 5 issues of it. It was fun. It was incredible. It was written by Gene Luen Yang. And it was also art by Dyke Rowan, I believe that's who it was. For some reason, it went back to another number one to be an ongoing. And I'm wondering to myself, why did it do that? So the 5 issues, I'd done reviews for all 5 issues of that original miniseries, but then this year, it turned into an ongoing, and the first 6 issues are now released, and I wanted to talk about it. Because I like this stuff a lot. I think Shang-Chi, I've been saying this for a very long time, he is a character that can hold his own in a lead. We saw it in the movie. We've seen it in comic books before. He's a character who can hold his own and should have an audience growing behind him. I think this book is really fun. These first 6 issues, it's pretty much just continuing where we left off in the miniseries. He's now running the organization that his dad had. He's trying to get all of his siblings together, and he's trying to not really control. It's like get everything organized so there's no like interpretation of good or bad. He's just kind of like, we have it here. Everything's together. Let's not make a big fuss about this and keep things organized. And because of that, because he is now running an organization that was led by a bad guy, the Marvel Universe is looking at him as this, what are you? Like, are you turning to the dark side? Are you doing this thing? We've known you've been shady before, but what are you really doing here? And that makes for a great story. Now, I understand the need for Shang-Chi to have cameos from people like Spider-Man and Tony Stark and Wolverine and the Fantastic Four and Thor. I get it. I do get it. I think you have to do it if you're trying to tell this kind of a story with the character. I also think he could have stayed on his own, but it makes sense to me. So when you put Shang-Chi in the Marvel Universe itself, he does kind of stand out as being somebody a little different, mainly because his origins are kind of confusing and jumbled up, and he's always just kind of been on the outskirts of like the main continuity and the main characters. He's been an Avenger before, but he's never really like, just been a part of like the overarching universe. He's just always been there, but never had his own thing going on. So when he does, it would make sense that the heroes are like, what are you up to here? What are you trying to do? You're not dismantling this thing that caused a lot of people issues. You're trying to change its interpretation? And that puts a lot of the heroes at ease. So I like this story because it's showing how Shang-Chi, this guy who's been relegated to the sidelines for a very long time, can actually hold his own against some of the best in the Marvel Universe. He just shows like, I can do this for Tony, I can do this against Peter, I am capable of doing these things and making it make sense. And I think that's really cool. It also plays in this thing that I think is important for a Shang-Chi story, and that is you don't explicitly say he's a good guy or a bad guy. We don't really know his truest intentions with why he's keeping this organization going. He's just like, it helps and it hurts, and I'm trying to find a balance between those to make it work. So his brothers and sisters are trying to like convince him to go more around the route of evil to do these certain things, and the heroes of the Marvel Universe are like, what the hell are you doing? Like, this is villainy, but he's trying to be a hero, and the villains are like, stop, and he's trying to be a hero, but the villains are like, what? And it's just perfectly balances what that character is, the in-between place between good and bad, and I think it just works really well. The writing is so sharp, it is so interesting and engaging, every character feels authentic, all the new characters feel authentic too. One of his siblings named Esme, you are going to love this girl. I think they should put her on this, some random champions team just as like the Shang-Chi stand, and just like this angry 13-year-old girl who wants to kill everybody she sees. It's really fun. She's a great character. It does explore a larger idea with the Shang-Chi universe. We meet his mother. We meet a secret sister he didn't know he had, who's also a mutant. And all of it just plays into this beautiful picture that feels very like authentic to itself, but also very close to the movie, which is a great balance. It's not explicitly what the movie's doing, but there's certain elements in there that you're like, oh yeah, this is very much what we're seeing on film. and that's really cool. I've always said Shang-Chi can hold his own. He's proving it here again. The writing is fantastic. The artwork, I love the artwork in this book because it just has this classic feel to it where everything's kind of polished and pretty, but also kind of gritty. Very The Last Airbender in a sense. That some people might think that. It just has like that quality to it where it's just like a painting almost, where everything looks fun and unique to itself. I just really enjoy what this book has to offer. Shang-Chi going against the Marvel Universe is a great concept. The fact that he's doing it for reasons that he doesn't know yet is even better. A lot of cool new characters introduced in here. A lot of cool characters that I'd love to see explored in the further adventures of the Marvel Universe. Everything about this so far, it's making me smile and happy. So the reason I'm doing this at issue 6 is because I do believe this is where the Against the Marvel Heroes arc kind of ends, and it's very fun. So there's some twists, there's some turns, there's some great writing, there's some great art. It's Shang-Chi, a character that you are probably familiar with now, going against the Marvel Universe to do things that he is still unsure of. And it's just a great balance between, the Shakespearean drama that is the character and the action adventure that is Marvel. It's working really well, and I recommend reading it. 6 issues are out. I'm pretty sure this is where they're going to put the trade out. Check it out. The Shang-Chi ongoing is very fun. So, Shang-Chi the ongoing series, I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.